about comics. Let's talk about comics. Let's talk about comics. Let's talk about comics. Alright, baby YouTube, it is Wednesday, so you know what that means. It is time for my new comic book day unboxing. This week I've gotten a package from MidtownComics.com. So let's get into it. I got an extra big order this week. I got blessed on my birthday, so I went ham. I got a bunch of back issues and a bunch of books that I'm very excited to get into. So let's get into this. I always open the box on camera so you can see how your books will be shipped when you order from whatever website I ordered from this week. Again, MidtownComics.com. For larger orders, they come boxed, always with bubble wrap, and they're individually bagged and boarded. So we have the bubble wrap here, we have the receipt, and then we have the books inside of the iconic Midtown Comics bag. So let's get into it. Look at this big stack of books right here. My goodness. So let's start with, from DC Comics, Catwoman, number 81. This is a very good story arc. It's real emotional. It focuses a lot on her childhood and what drove her to be Catwoman. Very good stuff. Next we have, let's see here, this one's backwards. Oh, here we go, Rook Exodus, number 7. Recently started putting this out again, so excited to see where this goes. I got involved in this pretty late, but I really enjoy it. It is from Image Comics. Next, okay, we have Revolution 9, numbers 2, 3, and 4 from Mad Cave Comics. I actually found Revolution 9 number 1 at my local comic book store, and I couldn't find any back issues for the life of me until I went to Midtown Comics. Actually found these on sale at tremendous prices. So I'm excited to get into this. This actually reminds me a lot of, if you remember the TV show Nikita from the 2000s featuring Maggie Q. Very similar story. I'm excited to get into the rest of this run. And Mad Cave Comics have really been doing great stuff. So I am looking forward to this. Let's see. Yeah, it is Mad Cave Comics, right? Yep. Next we have, Blade Runner Las Vegas. Blade Runner Black Lotus Las Vegas, number 1. This is actually an alternate cover that I got here. This is the character that got me into Blade Runner, the comic book series, and so I really like this character design here. And we see issue number 1. Got her with the sword that she actually received in the first episode of the Blade Runner Black Lotus cartoon that you can actually find on Crunchyroll. Very hip stuff. I thought I was going to be a little bit thrown off because they don't have English dub. They have English subtitles, but actually it flows better in the original Japanese, and it looks brilliant. This is actually the 3rd comic series. We had Blade Runner Black Lotus that followed after the cartoon, and then we had Blade Runner Black Lotus, actually no, this is the 2nd comic series. So we have Blade Runner Black Lotus, the original one, and we have Blade Runner Black Lotus Las Vegas in comic form. Yeah, I already have number 1, but this is the cover that I really wanted. I think I might actually frame it and put it up on the wall. Next we have Haikyou, and this is the rough cut edition. I am not sure what this is about, but I am a big fan of This is from Crusade Comics, and I got Haikyou #1. I really enjoyed it, and so I wanted to get this as well. This looks like kind of a sketch black and white version of the comic I already have. I actually really dig it. You can see the cover is very minimalistic. And like I said, it's a black and white sketch style that is still very beautiful though. And I think it's going to be something that's going to be novel in my collection. And being a big fan of really dig this, especially the cover. That is from Crusade Comics. Next, we have Don't Forget Your Briefcase, #5. This is from Mad Cave Comics. Very fun. It's an espionage story. Very, very fun, smart writing. Okay. Oh, here's one that I am really, really excited for. And I have seen a lot of reviews for it that I skip past because I don't want it spoiled for me in any way. But we have a brand new addition to the Spawn universe. Spawn, The Dark Ages #1 from Image/Todd McFarlane Productions. I am a huge fan of everything Spawn, so of course I had to get this. The script and plot is by Liam McCormick Sharp. The art is by Liam McCormick Sharp. The color is also by Liam McCormick Sharp, and the lettering is by Ann World Design, and he's also the cover artist here. So Liam McCormick Sharp has done a lot of the heavy lifting here, all except for the lettering. I really like this art style. It's almost reminiscent of Conan. I am really excited to get into this. Okay, next we have this is actually one that I was interested in, but not enough to splurge on it, and then I actually found it on sale. This is Steak Presents Jessamy #1, and it is from AMP. It's an independent comic. I guess they put out the Kickstarter, the crowdfunded edition a couple years ago, and they recently just put it out in the local comic book stores. I saw a review on YouTube of it. Sounded very interesting, but for the price, initially I wasn't a big fan of it, but that's why it's always important to sign up for your online mailing list, because you can get emails about different promotions going on. You can find great deals like I got on this book. And right here it says, yeah, local comic shop, early edition. So sign up for those mailing lists. That way you get notified whenever they have a special sale. Because these things are getting more pricey by the week. So, and next we have a brand new #1 issue from Image Comics, Final Boss. The cover really sold me on it. You know, it tells you it's going to be violent. It's going to be a superhero type story. And this is a very thick book with a lot of pages for a #1. It kind of reminds me of what they did with Exquisite Corpses, where the first issue was like the size of 3 issues. And then they actually, it was a world build and establish a series. And it looks like they're going to be doing something similar with this. Lots of big, bright violence going on in this book. This is definitely going on the top of my reading pile. So if I dig it, you guys will know, because there will be a review within the next couple of weeks on the YouTube channel. So next we have Ghost Pepper, number 5, from Image Comics. This is one I've heard a lot about. I haven't read any of them, but the cover really sold me. And, I had a little bit of extra cash to spend, so I figured, what the hey, give it a try and see what I think of it. But like it or not, it's a novel cover. It's a book I've heard a lot of buzz on. And it's from Image Comics, who I make no bones about it. This has been, for me, the year 2025 in comics have been dominated by 2 companies, Image and Mad Cave. Those have been my top 2 comic book companies of the year. Mad Cave, they, Don't Forget Your Briefcase. What was the other one? Freaking Crush Death, Kill Train. Everything I've read from them has been brilliant. And then Image Comics, of course, with everything having to do with Spawn and the multitude of books that they have just set in the Spawn universe. And then you talk about titles like Blood and Thunder and, what was the other one? So many, I can't think of it. Okay, yeah, I'm going to move on. It'll come to me later. But, oh, and of course, G.I. Joe. Both the G.I. Joe and G.I. Joe Real American Hero series. And speaking of, we have G.I. Joe, number 14, The Dreadnought War, Part 2. Part 1 was put out last week. Really enjoyed it. Looking forward to this. This is from Image/Skybound Comics. Next we have from Mad Cave Comics, It Killed Everyone But Me, number 3. This is a horror story. Very, very interesting. It's reminiscent of Something Is Killing the Children. They've actually shared a couple of artists that worked on both titles. And the art style is similar, but the story is wholly unique. If you're a big fan of horror and you're not reading It Killed Everyone But Me, you're missing out. Next we have from Image Comics, Exquisite Corpses, number, it's the Virgin cover here. What number is this? I think we're at number 7, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, number 7. This is a survival horror story. Very good stuff. I dig this cover. We got the guy throwing a grenade there. The Virgin cover, so you have the title and the very top. The rest of it's just beautiful, big art. And again, that's from Image Comics. I mean, at least I stand by what I say when I say that I'm a big fan of Image and Mad Cave Comics. You see that in the books I select. Also, just in case you guys were wondering, I just realized I didn't mention Blade Runner Black Lotus Las Vegas is from Titan Comics. That was the first book I opened. You think as often as I do these, I would have it down packed. Okay, next we have Spawn, number 370. Big fan of Spawn, and this is a series that started Image Comics and it is just as hot as it is as it's ever been. And I like the fact that at least in the Spawn miniseries, the dynamics have changed. Al Simmons is a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more open, and open to working with the team and trusting She-Spawn. So I'm really digging that, seeing where that's going to go, especially now that the world knows that these superpowered beings actually exist, and what was a private war is now out in the open. So it's been a very fun time in Spawn. Next we have from DC Comics, Absolute Wonder Woman number 13. Really digging this. The Absolute Universe is kind of a reset and reshuffling of the origin stories of popular superheroes. I'm reading Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, Absolute Green Lantern. Right now, Absolute Green Lantern is my favorite, followed by Absolute Superman, and then Absolute Wonder Woman. And I read the number 1 of Absolute Batman. I enjoyed it, but not enough to get it every month. Okay, next we have Superman Unlimited, number 6 from DC Comics. And then we have another back issue. I actually got this. Another great thing about signing up for a mailing list is you will get exclusive deals on your birthday. And this is, I got a discount on this for my birthday. Catwoman number 80. I had to get the alternate cover here. This is definitely going to go up on my comic wall. I really dig this. We got the black cat suit, kind of a throwback. When you compare this art to the current Catwoman art, it is very, let me see, where did I put that? Trying to see, so I can do a little comparison here. Here it is. So yeah, if you look at, for instance, Catwoman 81, the A cover here, it is a very kind of a dingy aesthetic. Lots of yellows, lots of brown, lots of shading, and it's almost brutal the way it's drawn here. And in here we have a very bright, shiny, clean look with this alternate cover, number 80. And so I really, like I said, I love the way this looks. It's kind of a throwback to previous Catwoman series. Next we have Supergirl number 7 from DC Comics. This is a very fun book. Not anything deep or heavy, but not everything needs to be. I think it's good to read a wide variety. And so I love horror, and I love action, and I love serious stuff. I enjoy some silly fun. And that's what that is. And then next we have Lazarus Fallen. And I think we're at is it number 6 already? This is from Image Comics. Yeah, Lazarus Fallen, number 6. This cover is interesting. It kind of has our protagonist as kind of like a fashion magazine cover. Very interesting. I don't know if that's going to lead into the story or what's going on here. But interesting cover nonetheless. Like I said, that's from Image Comics. And then last but not least, a book I have been looking forward to since I read number 1. This is Deluge number 2, and it is from Ignition Press. Look at this cover. That is horrifying. This is a monster horror story set in a women's prison that has been flooded. And so they're trying to not only escape the elements, but escape these mysterious monsters. and it has lots of twists and turns. And when I thought I had everything figured out, by the last page, it took a very, very out there turn. While it was out there, it wasn't nonsensical, but yeah. I turned to the last page, and when I saw it happen, I literally said, "Holy yeah, obscenity." So, so check that out from Ignition Press. We're on number 2. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys got any of the stuff I got this week, tell me what you think about it in the comments. And if there's something that you want a review on specifically, that you've seen in here but you don't see a review of it in the next couple of weeks, put it down in the comments. And even if I don't do a long form review, I will do a short review for you guys if that's something that you guys want to get my opinion on. Let me know what you guys got. If there's anything that you think I should be reading that I'm not reading, leave them suggestions down in the comment section, because that's the great thing about this. It's a community, and that's the great thing about comic book collecting, is the community and the connection and sharing this joint passion of reading and collecting comic books. So that's what I got for this week. Stay tuned tomorrow. I'm going to be unboxing a new G.I. Joe. And then we're going to be back to doing comic book reviews Friday, Saturday, and then the preview of what's coming up on Tuesdays. We're going to be doing the what's coming up on Wednesday for the new comic book day. And then new comic book day unboxing is next Wednesday. So I'll see you guys then. Until then, keep reading them books. You know I will. I'm out.